What, Ross? What? Taking too long, or what's happening here?
Never mind. I was gonna count down. Forget it.
Oh, were you? Oh, all right. Well,
That's fine.
Ross, go with the theme song.
I forgot what it was. I don't even know what I did.
Well, great. All right. Well, welcome back to episode 2 of No Call No Show. Ross, what is your name?
What? Ross?
There you go. I'm
Ross. There
Paul.
you go. Yeah.
And yeah, it was an interesting Thursday night game. Going to talk about what we expect for week 2.
Yeah.
The most mattering important thing.
Podcasts. Yeah, podcast now. After Thursday night. We're right now, what is it? Friday night?
Yeah, Friday night,
12
Saturday
o'clock.
morning.
Yeah, Saturday morning. Putting in the late hours. The man work. Podcast after Thursday night football. Talk about the game. Talk about pre-Saturday, Sunday, and then I guess then after Sunday.
After Sunday, right? Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah.
So
So have
yeah,
we not been here? Oh, we have not been here since Monday night.
yeah, we've not been here since Monday night.
I don't know if you want to start with that. It's gonna start me off for a bad hour. Uh,
You could go the whole episode on this, couldn't you?
yeah, I really could, but that's a section, so we can.
That's a section. All right, yeah,
I
we'll,
forgot
we'll
about
get
that.
we'll
Yeah,
get to that section. As you can see,
yeah.
Ross is
We're
full
gonna
of.
bring back the wheel because that somehow got us 15 views more than we thought we'd get.
There are way more people watching this that we do not know who you are,
Quite amazing.
which is incredible. Couldn't believe it.
Thank you for all the support.
Might as well give us a contract, YouTube or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anywho.
All right. Let's look at this beautiful wheel. The topics we had to
Yeah.
discuss today that we thought
Got
was important.
about 6 topics today. As soon as I can figure out how to. Okay. All right.
There it is.
All right.
The colors are back.
Yeah. So we. I should probably hide that.
How do
Oh
you
wow,
hide this?
that worked. Oh, hide. There we
Add your buff.
go. Okay. There we go. All right. So we got 6 topics to talk about tonight. I guess it's going to be a shorter one than last time because Sunday this is a lot more to talk about.
Yeah, pretty much.
All right. Here we go.
All right, topic number 1. Ross predictions, what it's gonna land on.
Uh, Pre-season. Oh, we almost started on the Broncos. Oh, all
Oh boy,
right.
please come on, go.
Awesome. All
I
right, we're
can't
moving
wait.
this one from the list.
All
All
right.
right, so preseason, how this preseason affected week one kind of. So I kind of realized, do you know that I think it was 3 out of the 11 quarterbacks. I think only 3 of 11 quarterbacks that played or that didn't play in preseason won week one. So only three
Wow.
QBs won. I forgot who they were. So that means that all the other QBs lost.
Probably
Week
like Mahomes, right?
Yeah, Wilson. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, that's the
So
thing because like Stafford
yeah.
didn't play and he looked terrible.
So with this new league and the added game in the season, and obviously no one wants to start anyone in the preseason anymore.
It's also only 3 preseason games now.
Yeah, yeah, they converted the preseason into a real game.
The
So
real game.
no one's wanting to take snaps.
I just I get it. You don't want your players to get hurt in an unmeaningful game, right? But considering how bad, I mean, it's also it's a longer season by 1 game, so I guess you can kind of give up a game. But considering how bad they looked, I don't know if I want to give up that game, to be honest, because you never know what it could come down to.
Yeah, that's
Especially the
kind of
Rams losing to the Bills. That's
yeah.
what AFC teams. That could mean the Rams not getting home field advantage.
Yep. No one expected their offensive line to look that dog shit.
Oh, it was terrible. That
Yeah,
was call up Andrew Whitworth.
yeah.
They need him back out there.
I think the Broncos definitely looked worse though. That's just me.
Yeah, I mean, Gino looked in like what's the word I'm trying to think of here? He looked like he was in. He knew what he was doing. He had been doing it. He won the
Yeah,
battle.
and if you're wondering if he started preseason, absolutely did.
He played every game, I think.
Every game, 3 games, and then he went 12 for 12 and missed the 13th pass.
Russell Wilson was buying him a
Um,
house.
Aaron Rodgers, nothing. Russell
Nothing.
Wilson, nothing.
Aaron Rodgers.
Mahomes even played. He won.
Yeah. Well, Rodgers said it's a waste of time,
Yeah, I'm sure he did.
but I don't know. I mean, Rodgers though, he says this stuff all the time, and he ends up being right. Like the whole, just relax, everybody. and then they go and they run the gauntlet, get to the playoff. I mean,
Yeah. Everyone was also talking about their wide receivers. He targeted, I think it was 11. I think he targeted 11 or he made 11.
11 throws
What
to
was
different
it?
receivers,
Yeah, I
running
think he
back.
connected with 10 of them or something. He tried out 10 receivers, which is I thought was pretty interesting. I felt like he tested the grounds and everything now. And then a lot of people think that what's it called? Their first round pick, wide receiver or second round pick was
Christian
it?
Watson.
Yeah. He like the first play of the game went to him deep and they didn't throw to them until I think the fourth quarter.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, because we discussed this a bit, but yeah, no, I liked how he tried. I mean, he went to Watson immediately. He went, all right, let's see what you got, kid.
Hmm.
You know what I
But
mean?
yet again, no preseasons.
No, I
Downs
mean,
and nothing. Yeah.
because like we already know Rodgers. The one thing that separates Brady from Rodgers for me is we both know Rodgers maybe texted Christian Watson. I don't think he threw a football to him in the offseason.
Yeah. Yeah,
You know what I
really.
mean? Like when Brady went to the Bucks, and I even think when they draft a couple of receivers, he's immediately throwing to them in
Mhm.
the offseason.
Yeah.
He wants to see what they got. He wants to see what they do. They all go to, I think they go to like Wyoming or something.
So I'm thinking, especially since defenses tend to kind of start off faster than offensive lines, um, in the early weeks of the season, then offenses start to figure it out and get their schemes
Yeah,
right for the year.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's going to even play more into effect this season, and you're going to start to see a lot of the real teams kind of slow behind, and the kind of the fake teams kind of like Seattle winning that game. They might even win this week coming up. I don't even know.
I hope they do.
It's, San
I don't know.
Francisco.
I like Gino just because I
And
think.
by the way, there's going to be a fucking monsoon again.
And where? Where?
San Francisco
Really?
when
Oh,
Seattle comes to town. So really, I don't.
Trey Lance is getting fucked.
Everyone loves these nut stats. I think Trey Lance holds the world record for the first amount of two starts with the most inches of rain played.
That's awesome. That is
Yeah,
a stat I love.
I
That
just
is
came
a
up with that one.
fantastic stat.
Yeah,
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I mean, who are they playing?
they're
Do you
playing.
know?
Seattle's playing San
Oh,
Francisco.
Seattle
Yeah,
at San Francisco. Okay.
yeah. Defense, yeah, yeah. Their
That could
defense
play
is
into
much better though.
that could very much play into Seattle's hand though, because Rashad Penny looked very nice, and he led. There was
He did.
I saw last or on a stat for the Monday night game last year. He led in yards, I think, after contact for last season, and something else. I don't remember what it was, but he that's a perfect game for Rashad Penny. I don't remember the other running back's name. And then if Kenneth Walker comes back, they got those Travis Homer, who's a pass catching guy. But if those three running backs can just run wild, they could be 2
Never
and
know.
0.
Yeah, they really could.
They could be 2 and 0.
And then if somehow 0-2 San Francisco, they're gonna be calling Jimmy G back for week 3,
Oh
maybe.
yeah. I
They
just
can't afford to lose this quick.
it's just unfair to me. Like try it's can you blame
I don't
Trey
know.
Lance? I mean, it depending on how he plays, sure. But I can't blame him for the Bears stuff, even though I did pick him as my worst quarterback. I still can't blame him because like it's your first start in the National Football League.
Yeah.
And you're going in a monsoon. No, I don't know.
Yeah, I know, but same thing. Justin Fields on the other side of the ball did the same thing.
Yeah, I know. But it's what Fields now. Is this his second season?
Yeah, for
Yeah.
full season, yeah.
So yeah, I mean
Uh,
he's
yeah,
up and running. But yeah, I don't know. I think they need to start playing in preseason.
yeah, absolutely.
Couple snaps, just a cup here and there, maybe a drive.
Yeah, something. Yeah, I'm just you clearly saw the teams that just kind of trying to figure it out early
Yeah.
versus the teams that had a plan.
No, 100%. I mean, I don't know. What do we know? But I just from watching the Seahawks looked like the offense was moving. Of course, the Broncos kind of figured them out in the second half. But at the start of the game,
Yeah, I love the play calling, honestly, from Seattle. I
yeah,
thought it was awesome.
it put Gino in spots to win, and it put their defense in good spots too because they were holding possession. It was very well rounded game plan.
Yeah,
I guess
absolutely.
is what I'm trying to say there. But
Right.
all right, what's next on this wheel?
Feeling blue.
Feeling double blue here. Oh
Yeah.
yes. Shall we also include the other blue in this? Because I know what you're gonna go with. Should we just combine
No,
these two?
no,
All right, Ross, take the floor.
no, yeah, you go.
I'm going first. All
Yeah.
right, so this is a new segment where I came up with this, and you'll all see why here soon. But to where we just pick the dumbest person in the NFL. It can be a fan, it can be a player, it could be an owner, just in the league. And so my moron of the week is the Dolphins fan. He decided to, you go. What do you
Oh,
do at a football game, Ross? You show up early and you grill.
tailgate. Yeah.
What do you do when you're done tailgating? What is the normal thing to do?
Well, if you're the one hosting, hopefully, shut off your George Foreman.
And so what does this fan do? He burns down half the parking lot.
Yeah, I think 11 cars were totaled or
Can
something.
you
Miami.
imagine his face or her face? I don't know if it was his or her. Can you imagine when they got out there and they're, oh fuck.
It's probably their first time.
Oh
Yeah.
God. They're never hosting a tailgate again.
Yeah.
How
All
do
right.
you do that? What's
Is
the
that good?
insurance claim on that?
Is that your pick for the week?
That's my pick. My moron of the week is that Dolphins fan.
Yeah. I mean, I just want to go with the whole Broncos team, obviously. I don't know who to blame. Uh I'm I got all right. I'm just gonna go Russell Wilson. I don't really give a fuck. Uh
Let it all out.
just yeah, but just between the lack of control of your line, I didn't see him get up in their faces. I don't care if it's week one and you have no relationship with these guys. He wasn't in their face. I don't even think I saw him on the sideline talking to him afterwards. The amount of delay of game penalties that were, if you're QB, I don't care. I was watching the offensive line the entire drive, talking to each other like they didn't know what play they were about to run. It was so terrible. And yeah, they're another one of those teams that just didn't play in the offseason either, preseason. So that, yeah, that showed to me. And then everyone knows how fucking stupid their coach is.
Daniel Hackett.
Yeah. He apologized today actually.
Oh,
After immediately saying that he had the distance, it just went left. Yeah, that bothered
to be
me.
fair, he's right in that. I mean,
No, he apologized today. Like a big boy. Yeah, that was embarrassing.
That's not. If I'm on the Broncos, I don't like that. To be honest with you,
I don't know.
I don't like
your word.
But I don't like that in his first game, my head coach is apologizing for something. You made the call, own it.
Yeah. Well, I mean, he did. He owned his mistake. That was kind of what he did.
You've never heard Pete Carroll. He may have, but I haven't seen it. Him apologize for not running the ball.
No, I think Pete Carroll's just too stupid too. That's me.
Yeah, but Pete, I mean, he built USC. He's won a Super Bowl. I don't like that he apologizes. I don't like that.
He made that call in the Super Bowl look pretty damn good. Fucking goal line rush it with Marshawn Lynch. Showed you damn right. Nope. Somehow, some way. That was the first time of 2 fumbles on the goal line have happened in a game and then have been returned by the other team since 1987.
Are you serious?
Yep. And yes, Ross had money on this game, which cost him $100.
Yeah.
I just needed the Broncos to win. Of course. I didn't take
it was a very real thing, everybody. I'm telling you this right now. This was a very real thing. In the moment, I don't know if I've ever you weren't screaming mad, but you may have been.
No, because I had people in the house and it was late at night. I would have been screaming.
I don't think I've ever seen you
Yeah.
heard you more mad ever than in that moment.
There's some games that stick with you. We'll talk about it more. But yeah, I think Russell just not being able to kind of just not look prepared, and he's like known to be one of the hardest studiers in the league.
Yeah, no,
he didn't prepared. He wasn't able to take advantage of 2 or 3 basically rookie wide receiver, not wide receiver, cornerbacks for the Seahawks, as well as fortunately, not so fortunately, Jamal Adams getting hurt that early after a sack.
Yeah,
Um,
I mean,
yeah,
I
major
can't.
concerns, but yeah, that just pissed me off. And
So
I
your
didn't
moron of the
scream,
week goes
so
to Russell Wilson, the first annual. I'm gonna
yeah,
if I had to say which one was more of a moron, I'm gonna go with you.
great.
Yeah. So,
All right.
oh, that was special. That phone call was very, very special.
All right. Thursday night football.
Thursday. All right. So
Think it showed why Thursday night football is not dead, nor is it an unpopular time to watch football compared to Monday night or Sunday.
well, so a lot of people liked it. By the way, like the coverage, they said it's gonna of course get improved, but overall, the quality people saying on their TV was out of this world. I'm
Yeah,
not kidding you. People loved the quality. Now they said the crowd was a bit too low. One person said the
it were.
crowd.
Yeah,
One
actually,
person said the crowd should be a mile and a half away from the stadium.
yeah, it actually was a little quieter than at least in my head, an arrowhead.
But I mean, I liked it. I thought Herb Street I've always liked, and I think he'll do fine in NFL. And then I've always loved Al Michaels. So I mean I get it. People don't like it due to subscription based, and they just want to watch the game. I understand that.
Yeah, look, I'm not doing that.
It's I mean everything's going the live stream
I
for
watched it.
sure.
I watched it. I'm not gonna say how I watched it, but I watched
Ross
it.
did watch it. That's a fair
I
statement.
watched it.
He was watching it to the point of where we had to not watch it together, so he would be able to be surprised about what was going on.
A lot of hentai also.
Lot of hentai.
Catching my drift.
No,
Uh, yeah,
I loved it though. The rookie 7th round draft pick filling in for the injured
yep,
1st round draft pick, taking it 99 yards.
yep. And I heard someone else say, it looked like Everett, right? It was Everett, the tight end. He looked like he ran a lazy route, but I
Oh,
don't know.
he was dog tired. I mean,
Yeah,
because he had caught a ball and got a catch and run. And for a tight end, I mean, everyone's athletic in the NFL these days, but he's a very athletic tight end. He was baked,
yeah. He looked great last night.
gone. He looked great. He was catching. He had one catch where
Catching, fighting for yards. Yeah,
he caught it and did like a juke back and upfield. I went, okay, look, he looks better than he's ever looked, and he looked good on the Rams. I don't know about the Seahawks, but Gerald Everett might be breaking out this year.
maybe.
He very might well.
Yeah. Yeah. Um, I don't know if it was injuries last night that lost two of their offensive linemen, the Chargers, pretty early. Um, and then you kind of saw like Chris Jones taking over the game, then Chris Clark, Karlaftis was in there again, his worked in.
That's
Defense,
a good defensive line.
yeah. Or I don't know if it was Keenan Allen not being able to spread the field out. Yeah. So yeah, I don't know if it was because of the injuries or the lack of, I guess, full power weaponry on offense.
Yeah, no,
Early on, we saw Mahomes throwing those little short routes. That's why I went like 12 or 14 with 98 yards.
yeah.
It's like when the
When I turned
fuck
it
have
on,
we
it was
ever seen
12.
that? Yeah.
I was an idiot. I
Um,
forgot and missed the first half of the game. So this
yeah.
is when I turned it on 12 or 14, 98. I was like, what?
Yeah. I mean, I liked it. I mean, who are the three best players on the Chargers defense?
Well, you got JC Jackson, you got
No.
Joey Bosa,
Yes.
and I mean Derwin James. Did Jackson play?
Yeah, yeah, but I think
Those
Khalil
are my
Mack is
three
better.
best. Who are your three best?
Khalil Mack, Bosa, James.
Forgot about Mac. Yeah, JC
Yeah.
Jackson, fuck off. Yeah, you're right. Fair enough.
No, but just a simple game plan of keeping it over the middle, quick, short passes. You take away the high safety, Mr. Derwin James, and run stuffer. And then he also took away Bosa and Khalil Mack. So Andy Reid and Mahomes kind of really
Well,
respected the pass rush. And I really liked it, even though they only got, I think, was it 10 points?
yeah, I think
Or
so.
was by halftime or something, 17?
I think it was 17-10.
Probably maybe it was 13. Uh,
17-13. All
I
I
don't
know
remember.
is Andy Reid, sixth or fifth coach ever to at least have 100 more wins than losses, which I thought was cool.
Yeah, no, I had no idea. It's one of those
I
records you don't
I
really
didn't
think
know that
about.
either.
Yeah,
It's well deserved. I mean,
yeah,
he is a Hall of Fame coach. He will go in.
yeah. I was very surprised that they kept Herbert in after those injuries that he appeared to have.
Here's a question because I don't remember. Did he get hurt when they were down by 10 or
Mhm.
down by okay? Yeah, they shouldn't have kept him
With
in there.
about 3 minutes left,
Okay.
4 minutes left.
If they were down by 7 when he got hurt
I
or
would maybe
3,
left him in.
I would have kept him in. But since they were down by 2 scores, I would have gotten him out of there. Now he did make an incredible throw to DeAndre Carter after it looked like he couldn't move the left side of his body.
I know. I knew he was gonna. There was at least gonna be one play where I was like, "This could be spectacular," and it was that play. The
That
touchdown pass
ball,
was fine. Yeah,
I've never seen a ball thrown more perfect.
yeah,
That ball was put beautifully into DeAndre Carter's hands. I
yeah.
couldn't believe that ball. And the play before, it looked like he couldn't move the left side of his body.
Mhm.
But I mean, the
I know.
injury's not that big though. It's fractured
Yeah, I
rib.
know. Yeah, he
You
got
know this
lucky.
better. So
The
what?
hit didn't even look that bad. We're not gonna get into medical.
All
Uh,
right. Well, I thought I would
yeah.
try.
No, the hit didn't even look that bad. Then he grabbed his hamstring, and then it's like his left ribs as well.
Yeah.
I just remember watching that little run he tried to do, literally like the 2 yard first down, and then I was like, wow, like
I I
wow,
I thought I thought maybe he punctured a lung or something. Something
yeah,
like
I don't
way
know,
more
man.
serious, but
Yeah, and then sure enough, they let him go back in after one play, with the backup coming in.
it was a
And
good game
then I
plan.
think it was literally the second play back, first or second play, he got popped again.
Got
Oh
popped,
my,
yeah.
oh Jesus
I think
Christ.
Frank Clark
Yeah,
destroyed him.
yep, he fucking, and then he just went in again. I'm like, Jesus Christ.
I Here's the thing: if they were full off, if they had their all offensive line, like their starting offensive line, maybe put them back in there. But as you said, they lost two of them earlier in the game.
Yep,
I
center
think I
and
would have gotten him out
tackle.
of there. To be honest with you,
Yeah.
live
Uh,
to see another week.
yeah, but yeah, I'll remember that game for a long time from Mr. Herbert.
So it's a
Um,
very important game,
Remarkable.
division game. You kind of want to
Yeah, of
win this.
course you do. But it's at Arrowhead, so it's the one that you could afford to lose,
That's true. That's very true.
given the situation.
No, that's very
Um,
true.
yeah. Another great game though. Yeah.
But shout out real quick to the best run I've ever seen in my life, which is Clyde
Oh yeah.
Edwards-Hilaire's possession run where he just was like, "Oh, no one's gonna touch me. I'll go."
Yeah, no, that was really funny.
I've never seen that before in my life. That was awesome to look
Yeah,
at.
that's one of the last runs of the game. Uh, yeah, that's really cool though.
But all right, so
Yeah, I feel it's gonna be, I don't know. Oh,
all right.
perfect. That works fine.
So carrying on what we just talked about.
There we go, Mr. Mike Williams.
So Mike Williams, right? I loved he had a great game, played a great game, but he did not have a catch in the fourth and maybe not a target in the fourth quarter. I don't know for sure on that. Until 4 minutes to go left in the game. He got his first catch in the fourth on a 3rd and 6. And then he was targeted again later when Herbert threw it into like triple coverage
Yeah.
on a fourth. They went away from him. I don't know. I mean, he was triple coverage on, so he's
Oh
probably
yeah.
safety over the top in a corner, but they didn't even look his way, it seemed.
No, I think the defensive coaches said F this, we're shutting that shit down. And I think they played high and I think they played short. There was open room in the middle, I think.
I
Because
think,
they were letting Eckler get his little touches and stuff. They just weren't letting him get beat anymore.
yeah, fair enough. I mean, you
He
don't want
was,
Mike Williams beating
yeah.
you, especially with Allen out, but
Oh, he beat him. Yeah,
he beat them. But when
and
it
then
when
you couldn't even defend it. It was just great catches. Like there's nothing you can do. And then
but when,
Herbert's just too fucking accurate.
it just seemed like when it came time for like the fourth quarter when the game's coming down to it, he was nowhere to be seen. It was
Yeah.
Gerald Everett. It seemed to be the Gerald Everett show.
Yeah, and that's the kind of the situation where he would have been able to move down the field a lot better with Mr. Allen because you can, if you have one guy to worry about, you can shut one down. You can't really shut two down
No, yeah, no.
unless you just have Bosa and Khalil Mack.
Well, this is why I think it's important for me for Gerald Everett to break out because they need another guy, and if it can be Everett, Eckler, Williams, and Keenan Allen, especially who knows how long Keenan Allen's out, if it like that's still good.
Yeah, I think they might have the best roster in the NFL with Buffalo.
Top to bottom, maybe, yeah.
Probably, yeah, just
Yeah, just overall depth.
everywhere. It's ridiculous.
I mean, Derwin James looks healthy for the first time in 2 years because he is healthy.
Oh yeah, that hit with
that
Kelsey.
was that
That
was
was crazy.
fantastic hit.
He made him look small. I'm like, wow.
Who makes Travis Kelce, especially a safety?
Oh no, man, that was awesome.
I don't know how many safeties can hit like that, but well, a lot can, but just pick someone up and just body slam them like it's
I
nothing.
know. And that ball freaking pinched like in Rocket League, man. That shit just.
So why? So I guess he must have been down.
Yeah, he
Right.
was. Yeah, the ball
Okay.
down pinched him in the ground. The thing just shot like a rocket.
Okay. Because I was like, why is this not a pick? Why not?
Yeah,
You know what I
he
mean?
was. He was definitely down though. Yeah. But Kelsey did not have a solid day. He went 5 for 51. Um,
Yeah, I didn't. The only time I really saw his name was when he got popped.
I know he was targeted 7 times also.
That's not
Juju,
enough for me. That's not enough.
I know Juju 3 for 10, right? Yeah, 3 for 10 yards. Targeted 3 times though.
Juju will be good in this offense when they decide to start going underneath every single time.
The person they seem to go to for the deep ball, shockingly not a reliable deep threat, is Valdez Scantling.
I mean, he's reliable. Rogers trusted him. We've
I
seen
know.
this past week what that means.
I know, but yeah, it didn't work. It's not a. Yeah, I think they don't have a deep threat. They really don't.
Who was
Maybe
the
Hart. I
Watson?
guess Harmon.
What was the guy's first name who
Watson.
popped it?
Justin.
First touchdown catch since 2019 with the Bucks.
I know that's what great teams do. They find
Good.
abilities for these
Amen.
guys to, yeah.
That's his first play into. Hardman goes out. Here comes Watson. What is he? I mean, hey, I thought that was great.
Yeah.
Usually you would see them shy away, and McCollum's he steps up in the pocket on the run, just flicks the wrist, throws it 800 yards down the field, it's caught perfectly for a touchdown.
Yeah.
That was great to see.
Yeah,
Mahomes
that was really cool.
cry. He looks good.
Yeah, I know.
Really good.
He had 1 or 2 plays that were iffy, and everyone wants to focus on that because fuck Mahomes,
Yeah, I mean
I
the
guess.
first 2 plays I saw, he threw in the double and
It's
triple coverage.
ridiculous. Oh yeah. One of
then-
them, the one in the end zone, they went to
Yeah.
their backup tight end. I forgot who it was. It was a for sure play. He was going to his back shoulder, in the left end zone. He was going to him the whole time. I don't think it was a good communicated route. That's why it looks so shitty.
I mean, the Chargers should have won. If Asante Samuel
Mm.
catches one of those interceptions, I think they win.
I know, but it was contested though. It wasn't like Herbert's one where
No, I know.
they were literally standing still for a second, and then
I know,
the
but
corner literally just walked in front of him.
I do think that. I mean, the one that's
And then
the-
Herbert also, the worst one of the night was Herbert's threw it into triple coverage about 12
Yeah.
yards down the field, trying to pinch it for Williams, I think it was, and it went to the Chiefs middle linebackers
Oh yeah, they both went for it, and that's why they
playing
got-
zone, and they drew him right into it. Yeah, and they literally went right to him.
on that play.
He was
when-
hurt though.
When he's cutting in, when Williams is cutting in, all 3 of them go with him. And
Yeah.
I don't know if it's a tight end or a wide receiver. Dude's wide open right here, just sitting, just ran a little like curl
Yeah.
stop. And if he just hit him, it's a 15-yard catch and run right there. First down.
He was hurt there, but that was the worst one of the night, and it wasn't even a pick, which it should have been. Yeah, I'm not gonna say they should have won though.
I don't know.
They
I
could
think they
have,
should've won.
yeah.
I think they should have, to be honest with you. They had all the momentum.
They definitely could have, yeah. and put everyone healthy. Yeah.
As Travis Kelsey said, it was a championship performance because they weren't at their best. That's for sure. We all saw that, but they found a way, and they still
Yeah.
put up
The
27 points.
rookies were fantastic on defense. And then, like I said, Watson. Yeah, that's the kind
Yeah,
of shit that you need.
out of
Uh,
nowhere, first touchdown catch. It's one on
yeah,
one, beats the corner like it's nothing.
Mr. Hilaire had a good game. Mostly that 52-yard rush, but he had a great game.
He had a nice catch and run where he broke a couple tackles too. That
I know he had over 100. He had over 110 yards of
I
just
hope
offense
I
and a
hope he can stay
touchdown, right?
healthy.
Not a
If
touchdown.
'cause it doesn't seem like he's been able to stay healthy. If he can stay healthy, that just gives that offense a
I
whole
wish.
new thing.
I wish. What's his name? That's embarrassing. Jamar. Was it Jamal Charles?
Jamal Charles never got
Yeah,
yeah.
I loved him.
Oh
I wish
God.
Kareem Hunt never got hurt on the fucking or never messed up on the
I
Chiefs.
know. Can you imagine if Hunt never did
Yeah,
that?
I know.
That offense.
I could, what? I completely forgot he was on the Chiefs. That feels like, oh
He,
God.
I
He wants
I
a
remember
trade.
well, I remember Kareem Hunt before I remember Tyreek Hill. I
Me too.
remember being Hunt Mahomes Hill. Maybe it
Yeah,
was Mahomes Hunt Hill, but that's what I remember that.
I remember that. I remember Hunt before Hill for some reason.
Eh,
Yeah,
oh God, that team could be.
yeah, for sure. Absolutely.
But yeah,
Yeah. All right.
let's see what's next.
Botched. It's gonna be botched or not.
Is it gonna be botched?
Nope.
Broncos violated.
So you think it was an overreaction? People overreacting, underreacting?
I think they're
Not enough.
I think they're overreacting, but I think they're overreacting just to overreact. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I mean,
I don't I think they make the playoffs. I know you don't. I don't think they do anything special, to be honest with you, especially now with Justin Simmons out. That's gonna hurt. Because that's 4 games without your defensive captain, in my opinion. But it's the first week. It's a new team. I know you had all camp, but it's also the 12th man, which we all know is the loudest. They caused a lot of offsides, a lot of false starts. So I don't think they do anything special. I think they're a
yeah.
wild card team.
Yeah. I think I there's zero chance they make it to the conference championship
Oh yeah,
for
no,
me now, just because you can clearly see a coach that did not coach his team prior to coming in here with 13 penalties for over
I know.
115 yards
Well,
and just
all around Seattle, your first game coaching with a brand new quarterback.
I
It's
don't, yeah,
not a great formula for success.
no, I don't know how much you can even improve with that with week 2 because they're
Well, yeah.
versing a team called the Houston Texans who just forced an overtime tie with fucking the Colts with Matt Ryan, who is,
Jonathan Taylor, Pittman.
yeah, much better than Mr. Smith
Yeah,
and an offense
that's way
much
better.
more reliable than the Seahawks.
I'd rather have Jonathan Taylor than anybody. Maybe not. I'd rather have Taylor over DK Metcalf, to be honest with you.
Jonathan Taylor, that line, and Matthew Ryan, who just always finds a way to get around 300 yards, no matter who is
He
out
does.
there.
No, he does. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
maybe it doesn't. He kind of has a little bit of that Christian Kirk reputation. He just never kind of got it done when it mattered. Even though I know he's been in the Super Bowl and stuff. But yeah,
You mean
great
Kurt
quarterback
Warner?
though.
Kurt Warner?
No, Kirk Cousins. Like you just can't get it done when it
Kirk
matters.
yeah. Well, yeah. No, I don't know. I think people are overreacting just to overreact.
What do you think the spread is for the Broncos Texans game right now?
Go spread 5.5 to the Texans.
5.5 for the Texans.
Win.
You think the Texans are favored?
Yeah.
No,
No?
no, it's the Broncos.
Well, what is
But
it? Is it 5.5?
they're favored by 10 points.
Holy cow, really?
Yeah,
Oh, wait,
I
the
know. Yeah,
Broncos are playing sorry, I thought the Seahawks were.
no,
I got it mixed up. Okay. I would say honestly 6.5 to the Broncos. That's what I'd
that's
probably.
what 6.5 was for the Seahawks, and
Okay.
I'm fair with that. I would feel like it would be less. I feel like Houston's a better team than Seattle. Um,
Yeah, I
honestly,
mean,
more weapons, obviously, than Seattle. Yes. But yeah, I like Mills though.
I like Mills
Um,
too. I don't think he'll ever win anything, but I
yeah,
think he's a good quarter. I think, honest to God, he reminds me a lot of just like Matt Schaub. He just shows up and gets the job done. You know what I mean?
yeah. If the Broncos really win this week, they don't have to cover 10 if they win by 7. I think it will prove to me that it was the effect of them playing in Seattle that really had the big swing in the game.
Yeah.
Because you can't go from 13 penalties to 3 the next week. It's just probably not going to happen.
Yeah. Yeah.
It
No,
could
you
get
can't.
better. I don't expect it to go like that. And then if they win by that much, I think it will show me that how much of an effect Russell playing in Seattle did have on him for that game.
I just, I don't know. I don't think they do anything special, but I do think they make a wild card.
Yeah, I mean,
That's really all I
I
got on them,
think, yeah,
to be honest. I don't see them being a memorable team.
yeah. 2 people made the wild card, right?
I think so, yeah. It's not two people, yeah.
Buffalo wins. I think the Ravens win. I think the Colts win.
I honestly think any of the playoff teams are better than them. I think they are the worst playoff team.
I think they'll be fighting it out with the Bengals, Miami,
My thing is they're not matching up with the Bengals.
and I don't think they're certainly matching up with the Broncos.
No.
I think that even the Raiders might be able to beat them. It will get better on offense.
Oh
On
yeah.
their defense didn't even look good, honestly. I don't even know what they were getting picked apart by Geno Smith.
What was I so the first touchdown? What did he do on that? Like everyone was raving about it.
He went right down the field. It was, I think, a 6-for-6 drive. It was a
Yeah, but
38-yard touchdown, I believe.
what
I
did
forgot
he
to who.
do? Because people were like, "Oh my God, look at Gino."
Yeah, he completed a 38-yard touchdown was what they were going crazy about.
Okay.
That's all. It wasn't like, yeah, it was a great drive.
You know what that means? Very high expectations for Geno Smith.
Yeah, but I always expect that. I expect my offense to come out there and score points on the first drive. You literally have a week usually to come up with your fucking
Sure.
first play. You
Well,
you you
usually,
dictate the first drive,
no, that's
and
yeah.
then yeah.
I mean,
So
every team plans their first 15 plays.
yeah, I don't expect 6-for-6 and like 50, 70 yards passing on the first, but yeah,
Okay?
that didn't bother me.
Fantasy owners were happy about it.
Yeah,
That's for sure.
yeah, I wasn't.
No, you weren't.
Nope.
All right, shall we do thoughts or
All
not?
right.
You gonna
Yeah,
spin it?
on to the next.
All right, Ross, spin that wheel.
All right, here we go. All right, so botched or not, because I think this one's going to be the next one.
I would hope at least. All
Error.
right, explain it, Ross.
All right, botched or not, week 2. So pretty much we're gonna figure out if we botch these picks. We're gonna pick 3 teams for right now each. Sort of, we're getting this idea kind of from Colin Coward, how he does his blazing 5 picks each week. He does the spreads and stuff. We can do spreads or just who would think upright. Obviously, we're not gonna say just the Bills will beat fucking Jacksonville because that's kind of a little boring. So take the split, or if it's a close game or an underdog. They're kind of hot takes in a way. So yeah, Paul, what you got?
So I'll start out with my one that I don't think is that outrageous, to be honest. I have the Patriots beating the Steelers. The
Okay.
Patriots are favored at -2.5.
Yep.
And then a bit outrageous, but I just think, and this is not me being biased, I genuinely believe this. The Commanders beat Lions, and that's because the Lions are favored at -1.5. I don't see that defense for the Commanders being as good as ours. I see us getting more stops, to be honest with you.
Okay.
And then this one, Jets beating the Browns. The Browns are favored at 6.5, -6.5. I I don't know. I have a feeling I can see this Jets team doing something against Brissett, getting a pass rush maybe. If they can stop the run, I think they have a shot. I do think they have a shot.
All right, not bad. You're gonna be pretty surprised with my three. Um, first of all, I think the Patriots Steelers, I'm not touching that.
You're not?
No, I can't touch that. I from how absolute dog shit I've heard the camp is been in the preseason for um
Mac?
yeah, for Mac and the New England Patriots offense. And they happened to be one of the teams that played a lot during the preseason together.
Yeah, they didn't look good.
And they still didn't fucking look good.
No, they
So
didn't.
yeah. I know TJ's out. So we can see how kind of Bill uses that mind of his to kind of change up the game a little bit. And
Yeah.
Mac Jones was also a little hurt at the end of last game.
Yeah, X-rays look
And
normal
it's
though.
still the damn Steelers. Yeah, I mean, we know that Bill can take out top edge safeties like Mika because he's had to deal with Ed Reed for quite some time.
Yes, he has.
Yeah, so he knows about what a good safety is. So we'll see. Yeah, we gotta remember these for next week.
I know we do.
Um, all right. It's kind of funny. I'll go with this one first. I have the Jets covering
All right.
against the Browns at 6.5. I was going over what the Browns did last week. Pretty obvious if they can stop the rushing game, which
Yeah.
they held Lamar and they held the Ravens to a pretty confusing run scheme to very few while managing to hold Lamar to 17 completions of 30 attempts.
Yeah.
And news to my ears, I didn't know Joe Flacco led the league in fucking pass attempts after week one
50,
with
what they throw?
59. I was like, what the frick?
That is some of the worst play calling I've ever seen. Honestly.
And not to mention, I think he completed 37 passes of 59. Yeah. And he was the QB that did not go into overtime.
You know, real
Yeah, I
quick,
thought that was awesome.
we're giving props here to the Jets. Still gave up 24 points.
Yep. Pretty much. Didn't score fucking yeah. I thought that was pretty remarkable. But yeah, held the Steelers rush, and that's held the Ravens rush, held Lamar to 17 rushing yards, and held Drake, not it's Drake, not Chubb or
Hey,
Hunt
still.
this week, but yeah, I absolutely am going to take them to cover the 6.5 spread. Yeah, I think that's going to be one of mine. I'm going to say that one. And then I'm kind of stuck, honestly. I really believe that the Bears finally might be able to cover 10 points against them Packers. And I also think that the Bengals could cover 7 against the Cowboys.
I was looking at Bears Packers. I was.
And then of course I think that Seattle can cover 9.5 against the 49ers, as well as the Texans, as we said earlier.
Yeah.
Cover 10 against the I like the underdogs this week. I really do. Yeah, we can talk at the end a little more about the other games because I have so much to say. But I'm gonna go with I think I'm gonna go with the Bears at -10 covering the
I
spread.
like that. I like that a
Yeah.
lot.
Yeah. As we said earlier about their wide receivers we started off with. I think we're gonna see Aaron Rodgers kind of same mentality because he's that stubborn. If their wide receivers don't produce early, he's not gonna go back to them for a while. I think the Bears probably have, I mean, after selling the complete house and their condoms, I thought they were probably the worst roster in the league. But if you're able to defeat San Francisco, who is a run-based team, and obviously you can throw it in that weather, somehow, even if they had Trey Lance, I don't care. But yeah, I think they really could cover 10.
I think there's one reason. They won. Football is a child's game, and they look like they were having fun.
Yeah, yeah,
They
that was pretty
did.
cool.
They looked like they enjoyed themselves.
Yeah, that looked like a lot of fun.
Yeah.
Yeah. Also, another segment we could have talked about tonight was Trey Lance being caught at the club at a party.
Oh,
I
was
don't know.
he?
I don't know if you heard about it.
No, I
He
did not.
was,
Good for him, though. You know
yeah,
what? Live your life.
he set Twitter off.
That's
Yeah,
awesome. No, I love that.
yeah. Um,
Trey Lance jersey.
I really do like the Texans also covering -10.
Yeah, I
But
don't see the Texans.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna besides I want to go with that one, but just because you said it, I actually have Commanders covering against
Yeah.
the Lions. Against the Lions. I would love to take my Giants this week, obviously. Um, I just think their defense is a little better than ours, and pretty much have the same fucking mess at uh with the offense.
Yeah,
Yeah,
well.
rebuilding offensive line with Iquanu. We have Neal. We have Thomas. Wide receivers, pretty much even weaponry, and then just two QBs who just don't know what to do with their lives.
Real quick, being a Giants fan, you saw what Kadarius Toney said?
No.
He was asked, I think he only played 12 snaps, and he was asked how he felt about that, and he said a win's a win.
Yeah, and they were dancing in the locker room, man. I think they were having a good time. But yeah, I think the Commanders. I didn't watch much of the game last week, and I think almost losing to Jacksonville is obviously concerning. But I do think Jacksonville does have more weaponry than Detroit.
Yeah.
I'm not a huge believer in Goff. I think Wentz is better than Goff. Uh, I like their wide receivers much better on. You got Curtis Samuel. We can finally start seeing what he can do and how he can
Thank
help
God.
McLaurin get open. Um, I want to see Washington have a better rush game.
Yeah.
And
I do.
then DeAndre Swift is going to need to be contained. But
I
yeah,
think they can do it. I do think with the offensive line, the Commanders. I think
it's a tough pick because it's such a small spread. But
no, yeah, 100%.
yeah, fucking Chase Young ACL plus MCL.
I think week 7, they said for return, somewhere around there, week 6, week 7.
You know,
I'm tired of seeing him jump around on the sidelines. Stand still, buddy, please.
we might see a return this week. Not return, I'm sorry, a debut.
Who?
For my G-men.
Oh, Kayvon Thibodeau. He looks ready to go. That's what they were saying.
Yeah, he might be ready to go. I won't be surprised if they don't save him now.
I wish.
Even though this is definitely a winnable game, and I don't remember the last time I saw my team fucking 1.5 points favorites.
Well, the
Yeah.
Lions were underdogs for 24 straight games until the command came to town.
A lot of people are high on the Lions this year. I don't know why, but maybe I'm wrong. I'll figure it out. But yeah, so I'm taking Commanders to cover the one spread. I'm taking the Jets to cover the 6.5, and I'm taking the Bears. I'm taking, no offense, 3 shitty ass teams. So we'll probably not see that one go my favorite, but hopefully we can go 2 for 3 instead of 0 for 3 or 1 for 3.
I just want to shout out the Raiders are favored or whatever at minus 5.5 against the Cardinals. I see the Cardinals winning that, to be honest with you.
I
do
see that.
I think that's a better pick than Commanders Lions. I just wanted to be a bit biased.
I swear to God, I think the Bears will cover the spread. I think the Bengals as a favorite will cover that spread.
Yeah.
I think the Cardinals can definitely cover that. I think Texans, we can easily see that happen. I think the Seahawks, we can see that happen with Trey Lance. Mark Sanchez, probably my favorite sports analyst all of a sudden, has the Falcons winning against the Rams. And if that happens, he got the Giants pick right last week, by the way, with them winning.
Here's the thing. If the Falcons, they looked like they were gonna steal one from the Saints. They looked like they figured it out. Who knows? Maybe they can do it. Maybe they can go to LA and take a game. And if they can, it's trouble in Ramstown.
Oh yeah. I mean, the offensive line really, really, really did not look good.
And
Um,
AJ Terrell is a very good corner. You know he'll be on Cup. I know Cup's good, but Terrell can take anybody out. So Allen Robinson's gonna have to step up.
yeah.
It would surprise me if they. I do think they'll lose, but I
Yeah.
don't think
Me
they'll
too.
get blown out. I
Yeah,
really don't.
that's definitely what Mark Sanchez is. But I kind of like that total though. 46 and a half for the total. I think they'll go over that.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
I think the Rams could easily obviously cover 10, and I think in my heart they should be doing it,
Should
but
yes.
I'm not, yeah, I'm not gonna say that they're gonna do it. I'm not comfortable with it with Miami at 3.5. I think they could surprise this week. Buccaneers, they've are I think 0 and 4 or 1 and 3 as since Brady's been there. Um, the Saints are beating them in the series. Heftily.
I don't. It's
And their
just
offensive
Jameis,
line
man.
is now depleted.
It's just Jameis. I think.
I know it is.
I, he plays all worldly against them.
Yeah, and
If he
then
played them 17 times, he's MVP. It's kind of he just hates them.
yeah,
I mean, we know why he hates them. Like, let's be, but hey,
yeah. Um, what's your game of the week?
Vikings Eagles.
Mhm.
That's my game of the week. Yeah.
I cannot fucking wait for that game.
I
I
I
really can't fucking wait for that game.
I mean, if Hurts can keep this going with AJ Brown and if you can get Devontae Smith involved as well, watch out.
Yeah,
Watch
I'm
out.
really excited.
Dallas Goddard gets his catches. Everyone knows he does. He's a good tight end, very quiet. Good. He got Zach Ertz out of there. Zach Ertz was beloved. I mean, I don't know. And then of course, Kevin O'Connell has that offense flying. And I love that because Mike Zimmer was not an offensive coach. Rumors are he hated Cousins. Kirk Cousins, good quarterback. He needs to know
Yeah,
he's believed in. When he knows he's
definitely
believed in, he's a
disrespected.
good player.
Yep.
And he's
Yeah.
believed in right now. And it shows. That's the best game I ever saw him play.
Yeah.
Uh, I
Um,
I
yeah.
love Kevin O'Connell hiring. And I think that's a great game.
Yeah, me too. I know we didn't do this last week, but the Vikings were my favorite pick of last week to as underdogs for sure.
They
I
were
would have hit on
underdogs
that
at
one.
home.
Yep,
What?
against Green Bay.
That
Me and
that
me and uh me and my friend, Jack,
yeah.
we thought they were gonna steamroll, which is exactly what happened. Um, but yeah. Let's see.
I just I don't know. I'm also excited to see if they put Darius Slay on Jefferson at all times, especially after the the Packers did not put Jair Alexander on him at all times.
Yep.
I'm wondering if when they're watching the tape, they go, "Yeah, all right, screw this, Slay, you're on him. Just shadow him the whole game, whole game."
Yep. Yep. Yeah. I don't know. We're gonna see, man, but I'm excited for that game. Yeah. Um, oh, yeah, I think the Colts can cover 3.5. I feel like they're not gonna struggle like that again
No, yeah,
against
I agree with that.
their shitty ass division. Yeah, that's my picks though.
I don't know. I mean, overall, I think it's gonna be a good week. Another good week of football.
Yeah, me too.
I don't really, honestly, God, though, I don't really like Bears Packers so early in the season.
I completely forgot there's two games on Monday. Two
Yeah,
games on Monday.
I don't like that.
Bills, I mean, I think the spread actually just went up. I think the Bills were 9.5, now they're 10. Over
They should
the
Titans. I genuinely, I think they should have got rid of Tannehill, paid AJ Brown, and figured out a quarterback. I don't. The roster seemed to be like the same thing with like the Dolphins almost, where like the roster's ready, but the quarterback isn't.
yeah.
But now the roster doesn't seem complete because Brown's not there. That's a massive hole that they want Traylon Burks to fill, and he just won't fill it right away.
Yeah,
No.
I agree with you. Yeah, especially you got tension also with Tannehill and what's his face
Vrabel?
drafted? No, drafted Malik Willis.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, with him saying he's not my job to teach him and stuff. So
I don't like
yeah,
that.
they're gonna
But
struggle
fair
this
enough.
year as I lost to my Giants. So you just know it's not gonna be a good year for them.
The season started off on a bad foot.
Yeah, I can't wait for my Giants stuff. First game of the day.
Oh, you guys' first game?
Yeah, we got first game. I just really want to see if Thibodeau plays, and it's our home opener, obviously.
I
Yeah.
think a good home opener is against the Panthers, to be honest. I don't see, honestly, I
Yeah, me
don't see
too.
Baker doing anything, anything against your defense.
Yeah, Aguilar didn't start week 1 either, correct?
No, I don't think he did.
Our two best pass rushers. Oh, hopefully,
And
hopefully Thibodeau's our best pass rusher.
well, Thibodeau can step in, and he's already your best pass rusher, I believe. I don't
Yeah, no.
let Leonard
Wandale
Williams.
Robinson got hurt last week.
It was weird that when Wandale Robinson got hurt, I really thought Tony would get more snaps, and he just didn't.
I know.
But the only time he touched the ball was runs, which I get because you want to get him the ball.
Yeah. Tony is also hurt by the way.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I think Tony plays a lot more this week.
Yeah. Tony is questionable. Aguilar is doubtful. Thibodeau is doubtful, and then Wanda Robinson is out.
Well, he's already out. Okay.
Wanda Robinson's not playing.
What's Ojulari's injury?
MCL? Calf.
When did this happen?
On the off season, I think.
Okay.
And I don't think he did not play last week. What?
Was he at the club with Trey Lance? Just
at least he had a right to be. So,
I mean, here's the thing: did Trey Lance start a game last year, or did he just come in at points in a game? Was that his first?
No. Yeah,
he started a game.
Yeah.
Okay. Never mind.
He's our best pass rusher. He had what? How many sacks last year?
No, I'm talking Trey Lance.
Oh, I'm so sorry.
Yeah. No. Okay. Fair enough. You just started a game in the NFL. That's a dream. He achieved a dream. Go celebrate. What day was he at the club?
I don't know, but
okay. Because if it's like yesterday, that's a problem. If it's Monday, all power to you, dude.
I just kind of know he's not going to be great.
I don't know.
Tell me who you are.
And
he's a nice kid too, apparently. So.
I still don't know where he came from. He just showed up at the combine, exploded, and then people loved him in the draft. I really hadn't heard about him.
I did. Yeah.
Any of that. And then all of a sudden here comes Trey Lance.
You see what Chase said about Trayvon Diggs?
No.
Yeah. He's kind of excited to watch that matchup now. He just straight out, he was asked about him. He's like, Trayvon Diggs has a great athleticism, but his technique is not sound whatsoever. It's pretty much, yeah, Well,
there's also the LSU-Alabama rivalry there. I mean, these guys,
He's hit or miss, he said.
It's a fair statement.
Yeah, I mean, Chase had a field day last week. He's going to come off this week.
By the way, if we're going here back to game picks for a second, until Dak Prescott comes back, I'm picking against the Cowboys every week.
Yeah, I agree with that.
Every week. When Dak comes back, I'll reevaluate it.
Yeah,
If
the Bengals struggle this week, I'm counting them out of the playoffs.
If the Calgary Stampede are playing the Cowboys, I'm going Calgary Stampede right now.
Yeah.
But you got anything else? Or? Because I've pretty much covered everything I have. Oh, actually, we're gonna do one more thing. I just remembered. So I'm gonna start a thing. It's kind of being taken from Pardon the Interruption, where they do mistakes at the end of their shows. Well, we're gonna do mistakes. I made a couple of mistakes last episode. Wanted to say my bad, fix them. So I said Anthony Barr was still a Viking. That was wrong. Not a Viking. He is a Cowboy. So you got to pray for him, for starters.
He'll be hurt.
Said Tyreek Hill got 200 million something. I was 75 million off, so he's a poor, only $125 million contract. Ross, no mistakes because Golden Child. But
I don't remember any, but yeah, we'll see. We're about to start making them.
I know, right? Yeah. Given our picks and when.
Oh yeah, we only have one pick that's different. That's just kind of funny.
Get blown out by 50.
Yeah.
We're sitting there like idiots.
Yeah, and then what was your last pick? It
So I
was
did Patriots beat
yeah,
Steelers.
Patriots. It was Patriots. Okay, and mine is the Bears and Packers.
I was on Bears Packers or Patriots Steelers. I
Yeah,
was between those two.
I think Green Bay will win.
I do as well. Yeah.
I think they'll cover 10 though.
But I think the Bears are gonna make it a game. I mean, Fields, everyone's talking about he looked incredible. 8 for 17 is not looking incredible to me. Again, monsoon. But I don't know. I something feels different about him this year. He feels more confident, which he should be. And it feels like he understands the playbook better, which he should.
I hope so.
But I don't know. I just where's it at? Is it in Chicago?
I think so.
Okay. Yeah, the Packers
we-
will win, but the Bears will make it a game.
Yeah.
So
Yeah,
all
absolutely.
right. Well, you got anything else, or
No, that's it.
all right.
Oh, it's not Lambo. It's not Lambo.
Is that Lambo? Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
All right, well, thank you for watching. We'll be back probably Tuesday is when the next one will be up.
Yep.
Or Wednesday. Tuesday or Wednesday. Somewhere around there. And then I'm gonna plug another thing here.
What?
I have a friend named Eric. Him and I love F1. We're gonna do an F1 podcast. Probably starting next week. So be on the lookout for that. But other than that, that's all I got. Thank you for watching. Ross, take us out.
Take care. I don't have a theme song yet, but I will get there. Thanks for watching.
Bye.